Hello, hello from Rad Rides, or should I say Rad Haunts, because today I'm at Alton Towers for the first day of Scarefest. So for me, Halloween season has officially begun. This is not going to be a ride-specific vlog, it's going to be updates on actual Scarefest, decorations, food, and reviews of all the haunts, including, you know, my first new haunt of the year. So let's get in. Let's see what's happening at Scarefest. Got some lovely bunting out by the main entrance. If you've not kept up with any updates, it's looking like it could be the freshest year at Scarefest in quite a while. Here we are. Tower Street is looking even more decorated than normal, which is just amazing. And seems like the theming has extended past Tower Street this time. People are flooding in now. Lots of awesome decorations. Frogs dressed up as usual. It's looking really nice. Look at those. Shame they're not on. I've also got a cauldron bubbling away. Oh, and what does that say? By Open Chain, by Towers Tall, by Scarefest, spirits rise once more. Brilliant. Freshly painted Scarefest letters. And a new pumpkin over there. And there's pumpkins with a new reborn pumpkin. Love that. And as much as I love the central hub vibes of the previous few years, I do love just seeing the towers from Tower Street rather than a giant stage and lots of wet mud. So they've moved a bunch of the social areas over to the courtyard and over to Fountain Square, which we'll go to in a minute. So right by the courtyard arena, they've brought this old statue of Franklin back out, all repainted and refreshed, just outside the courtyard arena. Good timings for shows. One big moan from the previous years is that Halloween ends on Tower Street, but not this year. There may not be loads and loads and loads of decorations around, but there are some. And they're really nice. Making our way over to Dark Forest. Even the towers themselves have had a little touch. Oh, I can't wait to see this at night. It's looking amazing. And access is blocked for now, but edge of the forest over there and Dark Hollow further down the way. Woo. Being in Fountain Square, got a new sitting area using some of the decorations that you had over in the garden, over in the lawn in front of the towers last year. And it's a lovely new addition to the water fountain. Brilliant. Really love it.
And you have to wait like an hour to get it. You don't be waiting an hour like
Just wrapped up with some shenanigans over in the Dark Forest. Now, considering there's so much of an emphasis on Dark Forest, having had the new maze and the new scare zone for this year, there's not much in the actual area Scarefest related. But I guess it's spooky as it is, question mark. Still not my favourite area of the park. But you know, the day's down 1 hour and we've already done one of the slowest queues on park, so that's a success. Now, there's all staggered openings for some of these. The Sky Ride's actually opened a bit early. It was meant to open at 11, but it's open now. We're gonna quickly get ourselves on Hex, one of our all-time spooky favorites, and then we're gonna go around the park again. from the towers and dark forest and past the sky ride, that's where you'll find Trick or Treat Town and Amigos in the Afterlife, the two family attractions for Scarefest. If you're looking for a review of those, sorry, you're not getting them. I'm not paying for these. I didn't do them last year. I've never done Trick or Treat Town, so you know, I'm here for the thrills. Almost time now for Edge of the Forest. Content creators have had their goes. Oh. Oh. It's friends. Hi. Have heard some slightly mixed reviews so far from people who have gone in on the content creator program, but we'll make our own minds up. Heading on to Edge of the Forest. That was okay. Really well themed. Some people say it messes with your head. I'd say, kinda. Got a couple of good jumps and really well themed. I've already said that, which means I mean it. It's really well themed. Not much of a story going on, which is fine. It's a scare maze, you know, but yeah, it's alright. I don't think I'd do it again, unless it was free. Not paying for it again, until maybe next year. Right, next up, right next door to X Sector, returning for one more year. Altonville Mine Tours, Tiny's Revenge. I actually really like Altonville Mine Tours, Tiny's Revenge. I think it's very claustrophobic and dark and scary. Even though if it's, you know, been around for a while, I still think it's a really good maze. And better than having only two mazes at Towers. In we go. Alright, just out of Altonville Mine Tours, Tiny's Revenge. A pretty good run through. It's starting to get a little done, but it was still pretty scary and had some really good jumps in there. I practically got separated from everyone at one point, which is about where I got the most amount of scares, because actors were then picking on me because the people in front of me ran ahead and the people behind me got separated. So it's really good from that point. So now we're going to take the sky ride and do a big old trip of the Forbidden Valley. We're going to do Compound, Curse Alton Manor, and then we're going to go over to Nemesis and Toxicator. My favourite Towers maze from last year. Let's see how it holds up to this year. That was the most insane run through I've ever had on like a maze at Alton Towers. That's still the best maze at this park. It is so intense. It's amazing. I spent the vast majority of that on my own, and it's full of actors. So good, so good. time for Dark Hollow. It is opened, but it's got a long queue.
Just said recommended.
Well, that was Dark Hollow, the new for 2025 Scare Zone, free to enter. A little bit of a queue, I think it's brand new, people rushed over to it, and it's free, which is really good. Some really nice theming in there, a couple of good jumps, some really nice costumes. Actually, yeah, it just felt like they put in some good effort into something that is free, and I cannot wait to return back to do it at night time when it should be extra spooky.
You think that's going to save you? Reject society!
Do you see what is about the hell?
Burn!
Just done burial grounds, which means that we've done all the scare attractions of Scarefest already. It is now 10 to 6. The sun is still out. I'm gonna skip final verdict on the scare zones until it gets darker, and I'll do a little wrap up of like final thoughts of all of the attractions all together. Having a really great day. Yeah, it's been busy, but it's been like really good atmosphere, lots of people about. Seems just like a lot of people having fun. It's really nice. Halloween season's back, and Alton Towers has done a really good job with Scarefest this year.
Pumpkin.
Ready for another lap of Dark Hollow.
Dark Hollow.
With Chelsea.
It's very dark here, actually.
It is very dark.
I can't see it. We are here, I promise. Ooh!
Ooh.
Who took my head
I
off?
always smacked Chelsea on my phone. Sorry.
You think you're so special? You think the Wicker Man's gonna choose you, do you? Where are you going?
See the Wicker Man.
Pathetic little chosen. Disgusting.
Are you all ready for the age of peril?
Here's a look at some of the Scarefest merch. Old and returning, but also some new ones. New plushies, new mug. The Freaky Friends. And resins, although only of the original 5. I can only imagine, you work out how much it's going to cost if you wanted to buy all 5. 75 quid. Okay, I'll work that out for you. Not with discount. They also had some patches as well. Got the Croc Charms back. Patches. I don't know if these are new. Fleecy jumpers. And some t-shirts. We're actually back for a second day. Scarefest, Sunday, because there's still things I want to show you, and I'll give you my final thoughts on the scare stuff later. And actually, it's quite sunny and warm today. We started a couple hours later because we were so tired at the end of yesterday. Yeah, exhausted. So we're back after a quick sleep. I haven't seen many themed drink or food offerings, but we have got some Witch's Blueberry Matcha over at Corner Coffee. And Crattle's been marmalised. Speaking of, I think it's about our time to be marmalised. We didn't come on the Smiley yesterday, so
She's been reborn stronger, faster, and more dangerous than ever before. The vendor can contain her, but they can't. That research facility.
Just had a front row ride there on one of the loves of my life, Nemesis Rattleborn. One thing I have to say about this weekend so far is operations have been really good. Ride up time has been pretty good. Ride queue times have been overestimated. Estimated 40 minutes, I waited half an hour. Smile earlier said 50, we waited half an hour. It's been a great event. Stage up for shows, as well as some top fries and some fish and chips in the Courtyard Arena. And that final ride there on Wicker Man that I've just had, the beautiful Big Bob behind this shack, wraps up my Scarefest. I think this year has been the strongest Scarefest in a very long time, with some really good mazes. Although Altonville Mine Tours is a little tired, it still works. Unless you have done it loads and loads and loads of times. I've not done it loads and loads and loads of times, so it still works for me. Great actor performances across all three mazes. Edge of the Forest will be a very Marmite moment. You'll love it or you'll hate it. Or, I mean, I've met a few people who are kind of in the middle like me, where it's a very, very well themed maze, very nicely put together, great concept. Although that concept was also done by Deadbeat. I feel like it does it better than Deadbeat. And very dependent on where you are in the group, on whether or not you'll get the scares, and that the final kind of scare moment in Edge of the Forest doesn't work very well in a large group. Compound, I had the best run I've ever had through on Compound. It was absolutely amazing. Although again, if you don't have a great run through, you don't have a great run through. Operations wise, I mean, it's Alton Towers, but I've heard that the ride availability had gone down quite a bit again over the summer, but it was actually pretty darn good over this weekend, and operations were good. Sorry, I've gone very dark. As for ride availability and operations, availability's been pretty good for most of the trip. Only a couple of ride closures, as is going to happen. It's not been quite as bad as people have made it out to be over the summer. It seems that maybe they've picked it back up. Operations have been really good. It seems like the wrap queues have not been too long for a lot of the mazes, although I know they're all sold out. Not for the mazes, for the rides. The wrap queues have not been too long, so actually the queues have been moving faster than I would usually see at Towers. Operations have been really good, sending trains as quickly as they can, and every single ride queue that we've been in so far has been shorter than the advertised wait time for the whole weekend, which is really good. I've been on probably about 20 rides over the course of the weekend, so yeah, really, really good. All sorts of steps in the right direction. If that will continue next year is another question in and of itself. Do I still think Scarefest is better than Fright Nights? Yes, I do. In fact, Fright Nights last year was not great for me. I didn't put out a video because I didn't have a great time with Fright Nights last year. I will be doing Fright Nights again at some point. My hopes are not very high for Fright Nights. I think Scarefest is the freshest it's ever been. And that's all there is to say. Is it still world class? Not really. Is it still better going if you're really looking for the scares and not necessarily the roller coasters and the darkness? You're better off going to one of your independent events, or something like Tulleys, like a Scream Park. You're better off going to those for Halloween if you want just the scares for your money. If you come to Scarefest or Fright Nights, they're expensive events, especially if you're not a Merlin annual pass holder. So that's it for me. Also, the new Scare Zone, Dark Hollow, really good. Had another go today. Burial Grounds, had a couple of really good scares in Burial Grounds as well. Those two, some of the strongest things here, and you don't even pay for them. So definitely don't miss them if you come to Scarefest. They're more than worth it. If you're a Merlin annual pass holder, at least come here, enjoy the rides, enjoy the vibes, meet the characters, see the decorations, stay for your night rides, and go in the scare zones. Yeah, the mazes are expensive. Do the rest. It's still really good. If you're a Merlin annual pass holder, just come and do it. There's no reason not to. Amazing. Rad, haunts, reporting for duty, signing off, whatever. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm tired. I want to go home. Blah.